Welcome to this explainer on the Moroccan national football team. We're diving straight into the fascinating and honestly dramatic evolution of the Atlas Lions. We're charting their incredible trajectory from that historic 2022 World Cup run right up to the 2026 tournament. We're talking about a team that has completely flipped its identity, its leadership, and its tactical approach in a ridiculously short amount of time. Let's kick things off with a staggering number, 8. That's Morocco's current all-time high global FIFA ranking. It places them comfortably inside the top 10 of world football, sitting right above traditional powerhouses like Portugal and the Netherlands. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, it tells us that Morocco are no longer just plucky underdogs hoping for a lucky result. They are established global heavyweights. Part 1. Rise of the Atlas Lions, from African pioneers to global contenders. To understand exactly how they climbed to number 8 in the world, we first have to look at how they've been shattering the glass ceiling of international football for decades. Their rise, it isn't some overnight success story. It is literally a multi-generational build. From their debut in 1970 as pioneers, to stunning the world in 1986 by topping a group with England and Portugal, all the way to that absolutely magical semi-final run in Qatar 2022. They have consistently pushed the boundaries of what is possible for African and Arab nations on the global stage. But the most crucial takeaway from that 2022 run was their impenetrable defense under manager Walid Regragui. On their road to the semi-finals, playing against heavy hitters like Belgium, Spain, and Portugal, they conceded exactly one goal. And remarkably, that single goal was actually an own goal. That immense defensive solidarity became their global trademark.
Part 2. Chaos and a coaching change. The 2025 AFCON final controversy.
Right when it seemed like Morocco had found the perfect, stable formula, absolute chaos erupted during the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, which they were hosting on home soil. The final match against Senegal descended into intense controversy. A stoppage time penalty was awarded to Morocco after a VAR review. In response, the Senegalese team actually walked off the pitch in protest and refused to continue. Following interventions from officials, order just couldn't be restored to finish the game naturally. The result? A forfeited match, with CAF officially awarding a 3-0 victory and the title to Morocco. It was a highly complex and deeply contested end to the tournament. Following the intense emotional baggage of that heavily contested final victory, the architect of their 2022 success, Walid Regragui, abruptly stepped down. Now, it was reportedly a deeply considered choice rather than some knee-jerk reaction, but the timing? A massive shock to the footballing world. He resigned just 3 months before the 2026 World Cup. Part 3. The unconventional new manager, Mohamed Wabi, takes the reins. To replace him with just 3 months to prepare, the Moroccan Federation made a shockingly bold choice. Mohamed Wabi's background is, well, wonderfully unconventional. He never played professional football. In fact, he started his career as a school teacher in Belgium before spending 17 years developing youth talent at the Anderlecht Academy. But the reason he got this massive job? He just led the Moroccan U20 national team to a historic World Cup victory in Chile in 2025, beating Argentina in the final. The contrast between these two managers is night and day. Regragui was the master of defensive rigidity, a proven veteran who relied on a compact shape. Awabi, on the other hand, brings proactive, high-pressing football and creative youth development through a flexible 4-2-3-1 system. But here's the catch. He comes with absolutely zero senior management experience. Not at the club level, not at the international level. This is his very first senior job, and it happens to be at the World Cup. Part 4, Star Players and Tactical Shift. A new attacking identity. So you might be wondering, how does this dramatic tactical shift from defense to a high-pressing attack actually translate to the pitch for the 2026 squad? Looking at Webabee's projected starting 11, you see a roster absolutely saturated with top-tier European club talent. You've got Hakimi at PSG, Mazraoui at Manchester United, and Bounou's still looking world-class in goal. But notice the midfield and attack. Webabee is aggressively integrating dynamic young stars like El Khanous and 18-year-old Ayoub Wadi, while decisively phasing out older 2022 veterans like Ziyech and Boufal, who were left off the squad entirely. The absolute biggest individual addition to this team since Qatar is Real Madrid's Brahim Diaz. He finished as the top scorer at AFCON 2025 with 5 goals. Diaz is a genuine number 10, operating brilliantly between the lines. He finally gives Morocco the elite, unpredictable creative engine they were completely lacking 4 years ago when they relied almost entirely on counterattacks. It's all about balancing their profile. When you look at their strengths, they are immense. Who knew in goal is unmatched, and the Hakimi factor means everything they do going forward flows through arguably the best attacking right back on the planet. But you have to look at the weaknesses too. They are highly vulnerable if an opponent successfully contains Hakimi. They can struggle to break down teams setting in a deep, low defensive block. And again, Wabi's total lack of senior experience is a massive structural risk under the crushing pressure of a World Cup.
But make no mistake, despite those risks, they are tactically lethal right now. Just consider this number, 0. That is exactly how many open play goals they conceded during their absolutely perfect 8-win, 0-loss qualifying campaign. They scored 22 goals and conceded only 2 in total. Pretty incredible stuff.
Wabi himself exercises this new tactical flexibility. He loves to say, "I like hybrid positioning and tactical variety. I don't want a team stuck in one plan." He's essentially transitioned this team from sitting back in a low block into an intelligent, high-pressing machine that creates incredibly dangerous turnovers high up the pitch.
Part 5, Group C, the Brazil test, the ultimate litmus test. All of this rapid preparation, the new coach, the bold new tactics, it all faces its ultimate litmus test right out of the gate in Group C. Morocco will face Scotland, who are returning after 28 long years, and Haiti, making only their second ever appearance. Now, with all due respect to those nations, Morocco's sheer quality dictates they should confidently beat both. But the main event of the group stage, the game the whole world will be tuning in for, is the matchup against the 5-time champions, Brazil. Mark your calendars for June 13, 2026. This isn't just a game. Brazil arrives after a surprisingly troubled qualifying campaign, finishing 5th in South America. Meanwhile, Morocco actually beat Brazil 2-1 in a 2023 friendly. If Morocco can secure a win or even a commanding draw in this opening match, they won't just advance, they'll instantly announce themselves to the world as genuine tournament heavyweights.
Part 6, can they make history again? The weight of expectation.
The weight of expectation from an entire continent is resting squarely on their shoulders. So can this squad repeat or even surpass the magic of 2022? Well, they enter the tournament carrying unbelievable momentum. They currently hold a men's international football record of 16 consecutive victories. Let that sink in. That is a level of sustained, ruthless dominance that proves they are operating at a world-class level week in and week out. Based on everything we've unpacked today, we classify them precisely as a proven contender with dark horse qualities. They are undeniably elite and no longer a surprise to anyone. They have the raw talent to beat literally any team in this tournament. However, that lack of senior managerial experience under extreme pressure brings this thrilling potential, but also a deep layer of uncertainty. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. With an entire continent's hopes resting on an untested manager, an emotionally complex recent history, and a brilliant, aggressive new attacking system, are the Atlas Lions the ultimate dark horse, or are we looking at the new favorites to win it all? Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll see you next time as we continue to break down the biggest stories in the game.